one of the more brickier variations of Synchron, I guess you could put it. Receiving support in Burst Protocol. So, thought I'd make this video and go over some basic lines, some combos for Assault Mode, just to see how well the deck actually flows. This is one card combo, so of course it's going to be stopped by Ash, Infirm, whatever, but I've got extenders a little bit later in the video. But for starters, Side Reflector is going to be your main starter here, because he can search practically anything, being the full face of the deck. So here, generally you want to normal summon him and search the new field spell. The field spell itself will act as another searcher as well, so it is a starter, so it can also search Reflector, but Reflector is generally our best starter. This one here, when you activate, you would search what you used to search of Reflector, being Assault Beast, and doing your same combo line, getting Assault Mode activate, revealing it to Special, and this time we're going to make him a level 7, so that we can make the new Synchro. Here, the field spell, you can pay 2,000 life points, and from your extra deck, you're able to just immediately send the Assault Mode monster rather than actually needing it on field now. Makes it a little bit better. So here, we make the brand new Nightwing Priestess, who when summoned, she will set Assault Mode activate either from your hand, deck, or graveyard, and it can be activated this turn. Here, I've got 2 Assault Modes in the deck, just for the purpose of this combo. You can run 1, but it is a bit easier if you run 2. A little bit brickier, up to the beholder there. So immediately, we just activate it, send Stardust Dragon, just so we can get our Assault Mode Stardust Dragon out here. Reason being is this is a Omni Negate on our 4th summon, so we are already protected against Nib. So any Nibiru's after, if your opponent's holding onto hand traps here, they're just cooked. It's over for them. GG. From here, you will need a discard of her, which is why I run the 2 Assault Modes. We bring out Sentinel. We then activate Sentinel's effect to make her a dragon. By revealing the Sparta. Reason for this is a little bit later in the combo, you'll see, but it just makes the end board just a little bit easier to make here. From here, we activate his second effect, bringing out the new Assault Lich. This guy's pretty good as well, since he can revive someone from the graveyard that mentions Assault Mode activate, and he can also search a counter trap, which is huge. This board's out to Dark Ruler no more, stuff like that. Then we bring back the level 1. You'll notice he is this guy is a tuner as well. He can also be treated as a non-tuner, which is huge, which makes this combo possible. Here out, we go into Axel's Synchron, which this is where we start bridging the Synchrons in. Like I said, he searches a counter trap. Here, dump Stardust, and we follow the standard Synchron lines as if Stardust was a starter here. Again, we are protected by Assault Mode. Grab Fellowship, add Sonic Chick and Junk Synchron. Normally, you would discard Junk Synchron to special Sonic Chick from hand, but discarding Sonic Chick here actually makes the combo a little bit better. From here, we activate the Graveyard Effect Fellows, reduce normal summon Junk, who is going to revive Sonic Chick anyway, so we still get her on board. From here, Junk and the new level 7 Dragon into Bifield the Sparta there, and then we make our Junk Speeder. From here, at the point of Speeder, we have a Omni Negate, and we have a live Monster Pop, since we have 2 cards on field. So if our opponent did manage to summon something on our turn, sweet, we have a Monster Pop. From here at Speeder, bringing out 3 Synchrons here. Here, we don't need to bring out a second Stardust. Obviously, you can bring out Rev as well. But from here, we also make the Rage Rose Witch, chain block the Sonic Chick, and send our Maiden to the graveyard here. Here, we make our Excel Synchro Stardust, and he's going to revive our level 1 tuner. Doesn't matter which one, Hero Disco Scrap. But out of these 2 here, we then make Heralds. We have another Omni Negate here. So already here, we've got 1 Omni, 2 Omni, 3 Omni here. Plus a Monster Effect Pop here. Here on Disbarter effect, reviving the banished Stardust. We then make the one and only Crimson Dragon. Here we search Synchro Rumble as well. You don't have to play it. It does make this the very end of this bit possible. Here, Synchro into Jura, Crimson target, and then we bring out our shooting Majestic Star Dragon. Here, you do have two options here if you don't have Majestic. You can play the level 12 Snake Eyes, and instead of reviving a level 1, you revive Assault. You make a level 12 Crimson target, and you can special Blazar out here if you prefer. From here we banish Maiden and revive our Disbarter. This is going to happen regardless. Here, pretty good end board here. You can just finish here if you wish, set the trap, then you're all good to go. For this bit here, you can activate Rumble here to revive a tuner. So you don't have to keep playing here. This by itself is pretty strong. You have Omni Negate being Herald, Omni Negate with the Assault Mode Stardust, Omni Negate with Majestic, so you've got 3 here. Since we have Assault engraved, Majestic doubles up, so you've got 4. You've got a board nuke with Jura and a monster negate with Disbarter, monster pop with Disbarter. If you use Majestic first, then Disbarter becomes a monster negate as well. And you also have the Assault counter as well, which is basically your opponent's entire hand. What you can do if you want to be a little bit cheeky is you can play Rumble, revive a level 4 via Stardust or the Lich, synchro away into the Flame Lord Omega, and then he is going to get Hand Rip in circulation here if you want to know what your opponent's playing. If they haven't done anything here, who knows, you might hit a Dark Ruler. But that is optional, you don't have to do that if you don't want to. Here on set, then you're all good to go. Standard. Alright, so now what do we do if our little level 1 gets stopped? Depends on how you summon him, because the deck is able to summon him 2 ways. You are able to just immediately normal summon him, or you can summon him with emergency teleport from the deck here, which run 3 of just so that you can special summon here. Normally you would be able to activate his effect here, but for this one here we're going to go over what happens if he gets stopped. So for example, if our opponent has Imperm here, so Imperm, no effect. Sweet. Now what do we do? What do we need as an extender? There's a couple routes we can take depending on how he was summoned. If he was summoned via emergency teleport and we still have our normal summon, we're able to utilize the Assault mode cards in order to do that, where we can normal summon Assault Sentinel. We can go the dual evolution to search search Assault Sentinel, or we can go Crimson Blader as well, which can also search Assault Sentinel. We can also search the Lich as well if you just want to go straight into Excel Synchron. Or you also have access to Stardust Synchron as well. He also acts as an extender. He's an extender for both if the Reflector gets, if you have to hard normal summon him, Stardust Synchron is your extender here in order to continue, or Synchro Fellowship as well. Alrighty, we've seen what Assault mode is able to do by itself. So how does Synchron bridge into Assault mode, however, if you open your Synchron starters? So here we are doing the full speed variation, which is probably the most consistent, being full speed himself. Searching the Fellows, going into the Scrap Warrior, just standard Synchron combos right here. Nothing too crazy. Only downside with doing the full speed route is it's a lot harder to make protection for Speeder without Metal March or stuff like that. So here we just go raw Speeder. We're just going to hope that our opponent doesn't have any hand drops. That Speeder just resolves as he goes. Stardust Synchron is going to search. If you choose to play Trail, you can search Illumination here, but I find it best just to cut Trail from this build. Here, Rage Rose, same thing, dumping the Maiden here, she'll be used later on. Here, we go into the Nightwing Priestess, which is how we bridge the Assault mode back into this. Set the trap, use her effect, and we grab Assault Sentinel here. Assault Sentinels almost all the time is what you're going to be searching, or special summoning of Nightwing, just because he's able to become anything, set up the graveyard, and also change types depending on whatever you need. Here, I accidentally used the wrong effect. Ignore it. Here's the effect we want. We bring out the Assault Lich. Assault Lich is going to reborn him, and then we're going to immediately go into the Self-Synchro Stardust Dragon. We're going to do chain 1, chain 2, so we get the ad, just so that we can gain access to our counter trap here. This will be... This does elevate it. You don't have to do the field spell in this variation, just because we can search this, and we have this set already. I go Disparter, Stardust Synchron contributing Speeder. Here then make Crimson Dragon. It gives us access to the Rumble again. Synchro away off into our Jura. We bring forth the Shooting Majestic Dragon here. Go Maiden effect, reviving the Sparta as well. From here, we do Rumble, reviving the Stardust Dragon, which is why we activated Excel's effect beforehand rather than just synchroing him off, is we wanted to be able to revive Stardust. Because we don't have access to the field spell, we can just activate the trap and immediately bring out the assault mode. Because this trap was set off the Nightwing Priestess's effect, it can be activated the turn it was set, which is why we're able to do this. From here, set the trap we searched before. That's a pretty strong end board. We've got 2 Omnis in Shooting Majestic Star Dragon, because Assault mode's in the graveyard. We've got the Assault counter set, 3 Omnis, Disparter being a monster pop, and then obviously negate once Majestic uses its effect. We'll have an Omni in Assault mode, and then we also have Jura as a last resort as well. Mind you, we are going to be gaining life points whenever our opponent tries to activate something with Jura here, so we've got decent amounts of protection here. We've got, even if Assault mode gets destroyed, because we correctly summoned Stardust this time, we will get Stardust back if Assault mode manages to leave the field outside of its own effect. Alrighty, and this is the deck list here. It is a very big deck because of the amount of engine that you want to play in it, but a lot of the engine itself doubles up as extenders as well, so depending on what you open, it's relatively fine. You have got room for a bunch of hand traps, as you can see down here as well. So for the Assault mode engine, we've got 3 Crimson Blader, who is able to act as 1-card combo to either search Field Spell, Reflector, and Assault Sentinel. Assault Beast, obviously engine requirement there in order for Reflector to do his job. Assault Lich, being able to search the counter trap, which you can side out as well. So obviously if you're going second, you're going to want to side that one out, meaning you can also side out the Assault Lich if you wish. You've got 2 copies of Assault Sentinel. He himself is a starter of the deck, being able to go into the Reflector or even the Assault Lich himself. 3 copies of Reflector, one of our best starters, or the main starter in the deck ideally. 1 copy of the Brick himself, Assault mode Stardust. Goes around really quick. 2 copies of Stardust Synchron, because he is a starter and an extender as well. 2 copies as Junk. 2 copies as Junk? Sure. 1 copy of Assault, 1 copy of Scrap, and 1 copy of Jet. These 2 you can do to Scrap if you prefer, or you can go 1 Jet, 1 Scrap. I'm playing Jet now because of the new cards that are coming, being Meister, just because Meister works really well in the deck. 2 copies of Full Speed, 1 copy of Sonic Chick, she makes the combo possible. 3 copies of the Field Spell, 3 copies of Teleport for Reflector, 1 Talent, 3 Tuning, and 3 Fellowship, which are also extenders as well, being able to search Stardust, Synchron, Junk, Sonic Chick, or full speed as well. Synchro Rumble, we've got your Call By, Cross Out, Rhoda. I've got Small World in here. Small World being able to search practically anything in the deck does make it really nice. You don't have to run it, I'm just running it for consistency, that's all. 2 copies of AMA, 1 copy of the counter, and then the hand traps are up to you. You can put whatever hand traps you want in there. So if you want to play 9 copies of the Charmies, more than welcome to. If you want to play 3 Droll, 3 Nib, whatever, that's entirely up to you. The extra deck itself remains relatively the same. A Herald, Omega, Genix, you can swap out. So if you don't want to play Genix, you can swap them out to be anything you want there. Synchro 10 and 8 generally work best. Rage Maiden as a paired, Sparta, Jura for the Majestic play, obviously Crimson himself, the 2 Stardust, Junk Speeder, Assault Synchron, and Assault Synchron? Excel Synchron, and Scrap Warrior there. Your side deck can be, again, whatever you want depending on your meta. I have also said before, you can play the Snake Eyes Vengeance Dragon and the Cosmic Blazer Dragon in replacement of Jura and Shooting Majestic. That's entirely up to you. If you have Majestic or not, or if you have Blazer or not, depending on what you want, those 2 are interchangeable. Vengeance will place an opponent's card in their spell trap zone, and there's a pop during their battle phase. Really nice. And then Blazer himself, obviously, being able to negate a summon and the battle phase and an Omni negate all in one, relatively good as well.